wanted to. You couldn't stop us now. Yes! It's a festive show! Mark your motherfucker! Sefa is fast! Hallo my boo! Welcome back, people. It's the last show for the year. We are finally here. It's been a long year. My apologies for being late. As always, it wouldn't be a DVD show without being late. You know what they say, lateness is greatness. But I'm glad you stuck it out with me. So nonetheless, without further ado, compliments of season to you. Let's get going. Allow me to allow my first guest. That man has been waiting and he's been waiting. Fresh from Anfield. My brother from another mother. Peace, what you saying, my guy?
How's it, DVD? Good, and you?
I'm good, my bro. I'm good, my brother. I'm all good. How are you?
In isolation, but still watching the soccer. So yeah, you're going on.
In isolation? Talk to me. What's up?
Yeah, I got my results this morning, positive. But I've been in isolation since Tuesday. I wasn't feeling lekker since Tuesday, so I was isolating. I was just waiting for the results, but I'm much better now than what I was Tuesday.
Is it? Nah, look. So when is your isolation done?
Next week, Tuesday. When is it? 10 days. Next week, Thursday.
So you will at least by Christmas then?
Christmas Eve, yeah. Christmas Eve is my last day.
Is it? So who's gonna do your shopping though?
That's the problem. And she's negative, but she must also isolate. She doesn't have symptoms or anything, so it's either online shopping or Christmas Eve shopping, and I'm not looking forward to that Christmas Eve shopping.
Okay. Look, but anyways, you can get someone to buy you whatever you need, my guy. You know what? It's festive. It's been a long year and whatever. So love for jumping on, even though you have had all those symptoms. So love for the love. Let's make this show an awesome one. Let's talk some footy. It is the last show. Let's go out with a bang. And of course, my other brother from another mother, the man who's had the biggest smile throughout whatever my guy, Benny B. What you saying, my G? Talk to me.
I'm great, bro. How are you?
I'm good, my guy. I'm good. Look, I'm much better now that I'm speaking to you. I had my technical difficulties before, but again, like I said, it wouldn't be a DVD. It wouldn't be a DVD TV show if we weren't late, man. You know what they say?
We still got viewers, bro. We still got viewers. And to the viewers, happy Reconciliation Day. I hope y'all bitches reconciled. Whatever the fuck is needed to reconcile. Easter, I hope you reconciled the vid. The vid reconciled. Just happy you alive, my brother. Just happy you alive. I'm just happy you alive. God is good. Cheers to that. I'll drink a beer. You can sip your coffee. Or what's that? Ginger tea.
Ginger business, yeah.
Ginger tea for the bed. Yeah. This is a beer for you, my friend.
Anyways, and of course, like I've said, this is a live call-in show. I'm still waiting for my special guest to come in. With all due respect to her, she is at a staff party, so I told her she can come in whenever she wants. But of course, we have a live caller straight in already. So let's go. Let's run with it. And even though he is becoming quite of a regular, Mr. Isidore Timot, how are you, my brother?
Hi, baby. I'm good, bro. And you?
I'm there, my guy. I'm all good. Long day, long week, long month, long year. And I'm just happy to be chatting footy with you guys, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beaster. Look like Beaster's in a cupboard.
What is your issue with Beaster? Last week it was me, now it's Beaster. What is your issue?
No issue. I'm just saying. No issue. Just saying.
Anyway.
What did you say now?
Don't worry.
So off air joke.
Anyways, Welcome everybody. I see the 6 people already live in the chat. So whatever Benny is saying that people will leave, they won't leave. Lateness is greatness. They are also late as well. It's festive. Nobody even cares about time in any case.
There was
But welcome to the
106.
show. It is the last show of the year. So again, like I want to say, the show is proudly brought to you by Soundcast Studios. Thank you for all the support you guys have given us. Again, the show is not about us. The show is about you. So at any time, if you feel like jumping on the pod, hit me up. And okay, there my guest is already saying, how do I turn the video on?
You
Hit me
press
up.
on.
Send me a message. How you will jump on, and then we can have a good go at it. Alicia, don't worry, lovey. I'm coming to you now. I will get on to you now. But look, gents, I don't know where we start. Where do we start? I think we need to start with a sad. There's two A's actually. Where we need to start at, and I want to start actually with Kun Aguero, who had retired yesterday. I mean, we all knew it as well. Um, Look, we all remember the Aguero moment, that type of thing.
Of
Uh,
course we do. Of course we do.
I actually want to start with you and welcome on to Benny and Isco. Thanks, Isco, in terms of moments, Premier League moments that you've seen, witnessed in your life, and then I want you to explain to me your emotions that day as well. And Isidore, where does Aguero rank in terms of strikers in the league?
Nah, that moment for me, is like I don't know. It's like the title was done when Rooney scored. Everyone was like, "Yeah, United again, United again, United again." And then, yeah, Balotelli. I'll never forget Peter Rooney's voice, Jim Beglin's voice. There's about three iconic commentator moments there that all three says it differently, man. But just that one moment, if City only won that one league, it's good enough. Just the way they did it, man, taking it away from United. That's what makes it sweet. It's not the fact that they won it, it's the fact that United had it and there was like 90 seconds to go and then it was gone. So yeah, for me, I'm happy with Aguero just doing that.
Fair enough.
Wow, it sounds like a whole vibe there,
Yeah,
by
you know what? It sounds like a fucking vibe.
That's a whole festive number.
That sounds like a festive. Allow me to introduce a woman that is making a debut tonight on DVD. I think I can actually call her the mama of DVD TV because she's, in this entire year, she's the first woman that told me yesterday, how much are you drinking? You said you had 2 beers and now you're having more beers later the evening. So Alicia, I formally knight you the mama of DVD TV. Welcome, my angel. How are you?
This is the problem.
I can't hear you. What do I have to do?
We can hear you. I think you should move to a quieter place, my baby.
What does I do?
Everybody's laughing like I can't hear anybody.
Don't you think you should move to a quieter place?
Don't take too much. Benny, can someone send me a WhatsApp message?
But I don't have you on WhatsApp, are you mad?
I'll send her
We was
WhatsApp.
in the fucking pigeon.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
in the smoke signal.
I'll send her WhatsApp. But again, Benny, let's carry on. How did you feel that day? Because I mean, like, I really literally thought at that moment in time you guys had won the league, and then Aguero came up and did madness.
You see that buns now with the wheels? That buns, that big buns. I moved sour bun.
Carry on.
I
Maybe
moved sour
mute
bun.
Alicia's alone.
When it was full time by us, we won the league, we were champions. And bruh, to have it taken away like that, it was painful. But to win it for them like that, it was legendary. And that is what Kun Aguero is going to go down as Manchester City's first ever legend. They don't have a legend without him. So, and he's one of the best ever Premier League strikers. He's right up there with your Shearers, your Henrys, your Van Nistelrooys. And sad that his career had to end this way. But he had a full career. He won everything. And it's to bow out the way that he does, you can just be proud of the career that he had. I don't really like the man, but I'm a fan of football, not just of United, and big ups to him. And I wish him well in the future. Not that it means anything to him, but he means a lot to what we know as football, especially in the Premier League. Cheers to him.
Fair enough. Welcome, Master P. How are you, my brother?
Hi, Pascal.
Hey, what's up, Jen?
Are you good?
I'm good, bro. No complaints.
Look, we're discussing Aguero. Obviously, you've seen your fair share of quality strikers. I mean, Didier Drogba is up there. Didier
course.
Drogba stands out for me, of course. Obviously, you know the whole Torres Shevchenko thing that didn't work out. Where does Aguero rank for you in terms of strikers? And I'm going to ask that same question as well to Isidore, in the sense that obviously you guys had Suarez, that type of thing. Where does he rank in terms of strikers for you?
Are we talking about overall strikers or international strikers coming into the Premier League?
Premier League, my brother, Premier League.
I have to put him behind only two gents, and that is Thierry Henry and Alan Shearer. So I would have Aguero third. I think the goal that he scored against
I have a problem with that uncle, though, no? Sorry. Someone just called me fucking Uncle Benny. I'm moving to show that. What the fuck?
It's Ivan's son.
Wow.
Cheers, boys.
Hey, yo,
Cheers,
Uncle
boys.
Penny, what's your issue?
Bruh. Shit, go through me.
Benny go like
Yeah,
he's fucking 20, man.
Carry on, Master P.
So yeah, I gotta rank him third, but that goal against QPR for me, not basing it on technical ability, because we've seen Thierry Henry do some crazy things, score some crazy goals. Steven G has done that too, but for me, it has to be the moment, the occasion, with what was at stake. The Premier League title, last kick of the game, pretty much. For me, that has to be the greatest goal that I've ever seen. I've witnessed live watching the game, the Premier League. So I gotta give him for that match. I think that was the greatest goal. But overall, I give him third place behind the two gents that I've.
The way Peter Drury commentated during that, like, piece to see,
Exactly.
everything was perfect.
On
The
goal, yeah.
Aguero! It's
like
giving
Benny.
me fucking.
Ben, like we all remember, like, let's just be honest. Those are one of the moments where we remember where we were when that guy scored.
Yes. And I feel that's
You know what
the
I'm
most
saying?
iconic moment of the league thus far. And I doubt that it can be beaten. It's the most iconic
It's-
moment of the league.
It goes hand in hand. David D goes hand in hand with that Zidane Leverkusen strike, the volley to win the Champions League final. You know, like everybody remembers where they were at that one moment.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it's-
Olympiacos.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, Istanbul against
Yeah,
Milan.
exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers where they were. The same
See?
with Chelsea and Bayern Munich.
Bayern.
Yeah.
Everyone
United and
remembers
Bayern.
where they were.
Even that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer goal, like in '99, right? You like
I can't remember where I was.
Yeah.
Bayern.
it's
It's wonderful moments like this.
Yeah, look, Isidore, before I come into you, we have our first live in caller coming in. So if I interrupt you, please, it's not personal, anything. But I want you guys I want to give you all a guess who is our first caller coming in. He always comes in late. I give you all a guess. How many
Amit.
points?
Corona.
No.
Is it Amit?
Nuh-uh.
That possible, bro?
No, not him. Take another guess.
Go.
We have callers.
Navici.
No.
Honey.
Honey,
No.
yeah.
Don't say
There you
Chico.
go, Jigga. He called the Jigga.
You fucker!
How you
Salute,
doing?
salam! I'm not alone. I got the waters. I'm not
What?
alone. I got the waters.
Alicia's with us. Alicia, are you with us, my dear?
Hello, baby. Sexiness. Hello, Alicia.
Yeah.
Hello, my
Alicia,
Alicia is an on-site reporter.
okay, Alicia's not working.
Melissa reading.
Alicia,
reading.
she got creepy with she got scared when she saw chicken.
She's
Chicks, how are you?
outside.
Hey, how are you guys?
What?
How
What do
are
you
you?
mean?
How are you guys?
Oh, no. Good, son. No, boss. You're good. I'm loving
You're
on
good.
United, but it's a problem. Doesn't look right. I feel dirty. I feel dirty.
Yeah, you dirty because you didn't
Don't
wash,
worry.
bro. You dirty because you didn't wash. Because what did you do with United?
Yara, what's up with everything?
Almost.
Okay, I think our special guest is ready.
I'm
Alicia,
walking in the wind. This is how much I love you guys. And I'm walking in the wind.
How's it on Old Trafford? Do you have COVID?
Check out Old Trafford.
looks like a drive deal to me, hon.
This is how much. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
I'm
you hear
live
loud and
from
clear?
London.
Can you hear us, my angel? Can you hear me? Hello?
I feel we
Am I
need
breaking
a
up?
sign. We need a sign language interpreter for Alicia.
I can hear Benny's voice.
Alicia,
So
can
how
you
come
hear
you're not-
me? How are you, Alicia? How are you?
Hello, Benny, my best friend.
How are you?
Okay, Penny, you're going to be my translator. Oscar, how's she
Okay.
doing? And what
I
has
think
she
she
made
didn't
of
answer.
Ralph Ragnick?
Guys,
Ralph
don't.
Ragnick 10 years, that's for.
I'm walking and talking. Don't ask me questions yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Penny,
Can you guys hear me?
We
Yes,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear
loud
you.
and clear,
We
my
can hear
angel.
you.
Really?
Yes. Can you
Yes,
hear
we
me?
can hear you.
Hello,
Walking and
guys.
talking.
We can hear you.
Alicia,
Hello, Chica, my best friend. I love you.
We're gonna continue.
are you ready?
Alicia,
Don't ask
we're
me
gonna
questions.
continue.
I can't hear you guys, so don't ask me
I
questions.
feel like Alicia's on a marathon. I think she's running.
I always think she's on a marathon. Look, the whole year's already been so long already. But tell her, Benny, she can obviously hear you. Tell her we're gonna continue. She must tell us when we can ask her questions.
You continue. I'll send her sign so long.
That's what amazing, right? Come on, our work.
So she must go sit in
Alicia,
a car.
amazing, right?
Alicia go sit in a car somewhere.
Yeah.
Alicia, call
Anyways.
an Uber. Then you tell him to lam.
I can't hear you. I'm busy getting to the Uber. I can't hear you guys. Sorry.
Call an Uber and then you tell Samba he must lam it.
Go with the Arsenal questions about how cock Arsenal is and do that stuff.
Wow.
But Arsenal won. Do the whole celebration for Arsenal. Do that 2-0 celebration. Do that.
Anyways,
2-0, do
Alicia came with
that.
the violence. No? Alicia came with the violence.
they came with the violence. I expected that to come with the violence, but when did it? But look, Isidore, she wrote it in perfectly. Also, of course, look, I mean, you guys. I would honestly say, I mean, you guys know me. Aubameyang is my favorite player. You guys know that already, and you guys know I ride with Aubameyang to the hill. What I don't know why the fucking lights just went out here, but anyway, we carry on. We're moving. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but move with me. What I want to actually ask is Isidore, what have you made first and foremost of the whole Aubameyang saga? What have you made of it? Because in the beginning, it was said that it was disciplinary issues, and then obviously days after that, it came out that there was mom issues and all of that. So, from an outsider's perspective, I want to hear all four of you, or the four of you, I want to hear your opinions on it, and then I will give mine because I wanted to reserve my opinion until we got the result last night. So, Isidore, you go first, my guy.
Look, David, you must remember, Aubameyang is the captain. So of course he's not gonna be the go-to guy first, and also the team is gonna basically look up to him. So look, that is a tricky one, but this is his third strike already, as I read this in the week as well. So now they stripped him also of the captaincy as well. So that is also now a blow to him also. I also saw Arsenal now they're now looking for somebody to take over as captain. Now they got Lacazette now for the time being as well. So I don't know if that is now going to be Arsenal's go-to person, because his contract is also out next season as well. But for me, look, Aubameyang is a good player, but it's just now that he's not going. I don't know if it's now just family stuff or it's off the field stuff or personal stuff with the club, but that needs to be sorted out quickly and also behind the scenes maybe. Speak to Arteta or the managers there, and they can sort this out, because it's not the point thing is it doesn't affect Arsenal on the field, so that is the only positive for me so far. But that is the only thing.
Can I comment? Can I comment?
Please,
You might
do it.
I did mention this to you in the week. I did not like how Arsenal took him off as the captain. I didn't like that. It was I felt almost it was almost like this guy left the whole team. I didn't like that. So that's my first thing, and I think that, and Tuchel also made a comment in the week. He said, I worked, and he was a good guy, and I want to speak to him about what has happened. Maybe he goes to Chelsea, we don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a captain stripped the way he was stripped and be still in the Arsenal team. You know, if you strip a captain, you strip it quietly. You don't make a big deal. Twitter, it went very wild. I didn't like it. I felt it was a bigger deal. I felt it was a bigger deal than it needed to be.
Yeah.
So
some people said he went to Barcelona to get a tattoo, and some people said his mom was sick and he had to go to France to fetch his mommy, and that's why he couldn't go to training. We don't know why he was disciplined, but I felt it was almost like he was disciplined, and then after he was disciplined, he was stripped of the captaincy, and I felt they made a big deal of it too. I didn't like it.
But you see, Alicia, that's why I say.
Uber drivers in the comments.
I'm looking at the same thing. What the fuck did I think about? I'm not gonna put that comment up. Seriously.
Uber drivers
I'm not
in the
gonna put that
comments.
comment. Alicia, can you see the comment?
No, she's gone.
Me.
Yeah, David. But what I wanted to say is that is the only thing that's why I say they must do the stuff.
Wait, let me block that guy, man. You can't come in here and talk about. No, block that. Don't worry, Alicia. Block him. Alicia, block him. I blocked him.
Sorry guys, literally my phone went off, but I do feel like you don't do that. Like you literally this. Okay, sorry. What were you guys saying?
Listen, okay. No, you know what? I'll tell you offline. I'm not gonna tell you on here. I'm not gonna tell you. I'll tell
No,
you.
David, you say it online, bruh. Say it online.
Was it saying the wrong thing?
No, look, I don't know who you shared. I don't know who you shared the stream with. But somebody named Big Squad said, Alicia, what did you?
What did you? What did you?
Block on. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Look, Vista, talk to me.
Sorry, I have a question for Alicia. Sorry, Davey, I have a question for Alicia.
Enough.
So you don't like the way they stripped Aubameyang of the captaincy, no?
I don't like that. I thought it was very dramatic.
Do you agree with me that Maguire should be stripped of the United captaincy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
But how would you like that to happen?
Yes. So so I don't know why Aubameyang was stripped. So there was a lot of reasons. Maybe because he didn't go to training. Maybe he didn't perform. I don't know. I don't think Aubameyang is captain material. I don't think he doesn't clap hands and shout and praise people on the team. So I wouldn't put him as my captain. So if the reason that he was stripped as the captain was because he didn't perform, then oh my God, Maguire had to go long ago because
But you see, David, that's why I said
that man don't perform, and he's not. You can maybe not,
but
you can maybe not perform, and then be maybe the best cheerleader.
You can't.
Like maybe
but Alicia, how do you
he doesn't perform much.
How do you
Henderson doesn't perform much. He's mouth is quite big. So maybe you don't perform like Henderson have like a big mouth.
Alicia, what to do?
You just said that is good.
That Benny,
I couldn't.
Blocking that brute just made it worse. Now I must read that in the comments now. Look down in the comments.
Motherfucker, my man.
Sorry guys, I don't know if you heard me, but like Henderson's like a very like in the middle type of player, and he's a good captain because his mouth is loud, like he's got a big dick. So that's why he's the captain. Maguire for me, like so if he's got a big mouth. Yeah, he shuttles. You just see his mouth open all the time. So if look, Aubameyang, if Aubameyang was stripped because he wasn't maybe captain material, I would understand. Then Maguire had to go long ago. Maguire.
But how do you take the captaincy off respectfully, Alicia? How do you take it off? How do you strip him respectfully?
Skills.
You just strip him, Benny, man.
You do not do it as a club. Then you do not do it as a club announcement. That is disrespectful.
How do you do it then?
You do not say club announcement. Aubameyang slipped as captain. You just do it quietly, and then the other guy has a band on his arm, and everybody's like, "Oh, why does the guy have a band on his arm?" And then that's how we learn that he's the new captain. You don't have to make. For me, Arsenal made a big deal about Aubameyang announcement. Aubameyang stripped as captain.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, you don't do it. You don't do it like that. All we do is we see that someone else having the band on his arm. That's all. Yeah. They made it almost like they signed someone new.
Yeah.
Breaking news! Arsenal. That's not how you do it.
That is how. To be fair,
I feel that's disrespectful for the man that scored the most goals or in the interim scored so many goals for your club that you would do that. We don't know why he didn't come to training. We don't know what he did. But you don't do it like that. Feel dramatic.
Ask Alicia's man, sir. You must ask Alicia's man, sir, Jordan. We don't know these people that Alicia hang out with.
Look, peace and you guys go. I see you guys are in the comments. Like the thing, share the thing, subscribe if you're on new. Subscribe to the thing. This is our last show. If you want to jump on the pod, leave your name in the comments. I'll send you the link and we can do this. But like Alicia said, Beaster, I will defend Oba to the hills. But at the end of the day, the club is always the star. So I can't defend a man that doesn't look. Fair enough. He's been sent away. He's gone to his mom. He had to fetch his mom. He returned late. But Isidore, like you said,
what's going on here?
Is Alicia with the driver's phone?
I don't know, my guy. I'm just going with it anyway. Look,
Big D is in now.
Look, as like Isidore said, it's a string of bad incidents happening constantly. But what I don't like is, my thing is, you don't throw your player under the bus. You don't make it public. You keep it in-house. Exactly. Another question I have with it is, in terms of man management, if this was a Tuchel, this was a Klopp, if this was a Pep, if this was a Conte, I would have accepted it because he's a manager that has clout. Not a manager that acts like Jose Mourinho, but has the coaching skills of Tim Sherwood, which is why I'm getting, and you only have to look at his record already. No, I'm serious. No, I'm not going to go on any rant. It's festive. I'm not going to go on any rant. But you only have to look at his string of players that he's frozen out, my guy. Look at it. Ozil has been frozen out. Guendouzi has been frozen out. Saliba frozen out. And now Oba. Why is it that this manager always picks out experienced players to throw under the bus? Where is Pepe? Why doesn't he like Pepe? Why?
Why the fuck does Chica have a Nemo? Why does Chica have a Nemo?
He's finding Nemo, man.
Like, what the fuck is up with the pod tonight, man? Like, what the fuck?
What's a mad pod? But can you get where I'm coming from? Look at it like this. Look at it like this. Look, let me give it to you like this. The arrogance of this manager, which I cannot stand. Again, like I said, if this was a Klopp, if this was a Pep, if this was a Tuchel, if this was a Conte, we would have handled it. But this is a man that acts like Jose Mourinho and has the coaching skills of a Tim Sherwood. Look at it again last night. Gabriel Martinelli is running his socks off, left, right, and center. What does he do? He throws the man onto the pitch so that he can get a whistle blown to waste time against a 10-man team. Didn't he do that again, Pascal, last year against Tottenham Hotspur with Partey, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
He literally picked Gabriel Martinelli up and threw him onto the pitch with Prem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Literally picked him up.
I don't know. Look, I get Oba should never do that. He shouldn't do that at all. But for me, personally, I don't like the way he manages players. And it's not only one incident, it's a whole lot. But I'm not defending Oba. On the basis of his current form, he shouldn't have been starting in the first place. And like Alicia said, at the time when Oba was given the captaincy, remember Xhaka was stripped of his captaincy? Xhaka was stripped of his captaincy because he said F off to the fans or whatever. So at the time, we needed a captain to come in that could connect with the fans. But I mean, none of us in this group can say that Oba is really captain material. I will say
No, it's not.
personally.
No.
Like
No.
Alicia said.
Oh no, the worst.
You know what I mean? Like Alicia said, we need a guy that's going to scream. I mean, let's go.
He doesn't have any personality, David D. He doesn't have any personality or any authority on that pitch as a person. You know what I mean? He's not a leader.
Exactly. So that's my opinion. Pista, Penny, Pascal.
But maybe, sorry. If I'm not mistaken, after Granit Xhaka, they made the players choose their captain. The players chose Aubameyang.
Exactly. And
Not
now,
the manager.
sorry to interrupt you, B. But now look at what Arteta did yesterday or Friday or the other day in his press conference when they questioned him on it. He said there are leadership groups of captains. He's not going to choose a captain. There are leadership groups. Look at the groups. Tierney, Rob Holding, Lacazette, Xhaka. None of those are his players. So aren't you doing the exact same thing that Unai Emery did and none of those are your players? So where's the same energy from Arteta sexuals then?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
But you see, David, that's why I say. But that's why I say, who is going to be the captain? Because last night was
I feel give it to Gabriel. Give it to Gabriel.
I say give it to Tierney.
Tierney is not even the first choice.
No, he is the first choice. He is the first choice. He was
Give it to the keeper, bro.
I say to Gabriel.
Ramsdale.
Or to Ramsdale.
Look, personally, for me, I'd have Tierney, and when he's injured, which he is going to be, Gabriel, and if not him, because he can't speak English, then Ramsdale, because he's looking like the biggest leader in our whole entire team, my guy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
He's looking like the best player right now.
He's your
Ramsdale. Put your Ramsdale because Ramsdale has been a saving to the team. And that saving to the team has some motivation. Because if you start from the back and again, Ramsdale has done that as well. He made some massive saves in important games for Arsenal. So when you start from the back, I think you can build it through to the team. But yeah, that is my opinion. I think Ramsdale is the only choice at the moment in time now. As like you said earlier, Aubameyang was given by the players, but he came in.
But you see, Jiga, the thing is,
superstar. Aubameyang came with superstar name already. He's a captaincy. But you have to get leaders now.
I don't think Arsenal has in their team. I don't see someone shining out as a leader.
Exactly.
I don't see it.
There's no
You can't see it. David D, you can't say Patrick Vieira, Tony Adams, or anything in that squad. You know what I mean? There's no personality.
If you don't have one,
There's someone that
give it to the best player
you can
on the
see as a leader.
But I'm with
They gave it to Aubameyang because he was scoring the goals.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's all. And that's all he could do. But I don't see you. You have Smith Rowe, you have Saka, you have these guys that's played in the World Cup and stuff. I don't see people that's leaders.
Exactly. I'm with Giga
I
on
don't
this.
see a leader in Arsenal. You guys have to sort that out.
Saka is a leader.
But you see, Pascal and Ziga, if they're gonna give it to Ramsdale, though, then the team is gonna say, yeah, but he's a new guy. He only came in now. That is gonna be unfair then. You
They
see?
did that to that Steve Maguire.
But is it though, man?
So okay, right, is it now? Who else?
My counter argument to that is, who else? Like the whole team hasn't even been there long enough.
Exactly. It's a young team, man.
Yeah, look, that's why I say I would say Tierney. I would give it to Tierney because he's been there longer than Ramsdale.
He's been the most decorated player already.
Yeah, but is it though? Do you think?
Go ahead,
do you think whether players long term or short term defines leadership? Because you can buy a player for leadership. You need a leader. If they've got previous leadership skills that works out, but is it going to make sense to? Because all of a sudden, Tierney wasn't long enough there, so now he can't be a leader. If he's been a leader, and I'm going to say, I would say give it to somebody that can lead the team in general.
Yeah.
That's a very good
that
point.
Team needs a leader. Somebody to step
point.
up to lead the team. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you come 6 months or 2 seasons. Somebody to lead the team. That's important.
I wanted to add to.
Go, Peter, go.
Go ahead.
What I wanted to say on that topic was, like, we all know there's no leader in that team. There's no one there that we can say that is a Jordan Henderson coming through the ranks. He can do it. If you give him time, he can do it. Now is the time for Arteta to give that responsibility to someone and make him a leader. So you're not going to see him, like Benny said, Gabriel. Someone said in the comments, Ben White, Ramsdale. I've never been a fan of an attacking player being a captain.
Neither have I.
It defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose of what a captain is supposed to do, a part of his job. To spur the team on or to get the guys to be playing. You can't shout from the front. It's better to do it from the back. Gabriel and Ben White, Ramsdale, for me, I'm not a fan of Tierney being captain. He's just not that type of person. He's never involved in when there's issues or when stuff is going wrong. He's always the one on the back, and you don't need that from someone to be your captain.
Yeah.
So I would say someone that stamps the authority, and it's always a centre back. If you look at the corner, how a defender stamps his authority, he pushes the other player. Like, you look at Gabriel, look at Arsenal defending, and he pushes his own players to where they're supposed to be. He doesn't tell them, he literally pushes them, like Puyol used to do. That is small things that the captain should do. Where you must say, go and stand there, go, block this side, block that side. That's baby steps into being a leader. So if you, as a manager, say, this is I give this as, put this upon yourself. The responsibility I give to you. He's going to make the best of it because he's already halfway there. So I would agree with Benny when he says Gabriel to be captain. He scores, he defends, he leads from the back. Make him the captain. Show the others that you don't have to be there for 6 years to become a captain. Start
Exactly,
early. Give him
because
some responsibility.
I agree with it. I agree with you, Bisa, because this technically is a long-term project. So why the hell not build now?
Yeah, but it is a
Exactly.
picture, so we can't say. Because
Look,
again,
is
like
he
you
gonna
guys,
be
like,
there for the long term? Even you don't even know what it is gonna
yeah,
be
that's the
there
other
2
thing
months
also.
from now.
Well,
Yeah,
I
That's
know
the
one
other
thing
thing.
there. You wanna know how I feel about that. Look,
Yeah.
my laptop is doing madness. I'm gonna lead you on into the next topic. Christmas run in. I will start with Alicia or Benny, whoever is first in. I can't see Alicia now because my laptop is doing madness.
No,
But
Alicia's
Benny,
out by us or so.
it's Alicia out. I can't see. I can't
Hold
see
on, hold on,
anything
hold
on.
on. Let me just find our fixtures quickly. I know we
but,
have.
Just look at the one on Boxing Day because all the others is are
Here's
not
it.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Look,
Boxing Day is
Benny,
when the 20. We
Benny, let
actually
me start
play
with you before I close. I don't want to close my app and then leave you guys hanging. So, you guys have a game postponed due to COVID.
two
2
games
Does
games.
now.
that benefit you because you had a rest, or are you of the opinion that it could hurt you over the course of time? Bearing in mind that this whole all your fixtures are going to be crammed in now in December.
At the end of the day, the game in hands means nothing. You still have to win it. It's just a game. So at the end of the day, you can the gap between United and the top four just because of postponed games can be huge. And who knows when we play that fixture, seeing that we still in the FA Cup, we still in the Champions League, and we have the league that we play 3 games in a week. I think right through until international break. So the more games that gets postponed, not a benefit for United. It's not a benefit because they won't be able to train in this time because they have to isolate. If it was like that, then it would have benefited Ralph Ragnick tremendously. But that's not the case because they have to do, like I said, isolate and stay at home. So benefit, no, not at all because it's games that these are easy fixtures. We have quite an easy run right through the next 13. So benefit United, not at all.
I Benny, I agree with you, bro. That I would rather take the 3 points or get the 3 points and
Yeah.
leave the games in hand because you must win it. Because
And
also
it,
for me,
sorry, go ahead.
and also for me, on Sunday, our game against Spurs, Liverpool Spurs, it may be also in doubt as well because that game of Leicester City and Spurs is also off due to COVID also. So that
Oh,
is
but
also
I
now.
But you must
Oh,
remember, Spurs already have 2 games.
Yeah, Spurs is out of isolation tomorrow, so they fine.
Yeah,
out,
they're
and
fine.
what?
Yeah.
And what?
Now you must remember, we don't play. It's like if United have that week break, we never come back from international break or from a week break out of the
Yeah.
blocks. It's like we start so slow. If you look at our performance against Crystal Palace, the way we played there, the way we started there against Norwich, it was day and night. Total different thing because remember we made 11 changes for the Champions League game, and those players that played against Crystal Palace did not play a midweek fixture, was not even involved in the squad, so they were fully rested for that game against Norwich. Norwich looked like the team that rested and not United. United looked tired, we looked fatigued. So I don't think that the break is good for United. I feel once we start winning and we pick up momentum, which is what you've been doing since Carrick, we haven't lost. The last loss was Watford. And we've been picking up momentum. That gets lost without playing for 2 weeks. Then you start from scratch. So it's nothing that's beneficial for United in any way, I think.
Yeah, this
And I think it's the same with Liverpool. It's the same with Liverpool. If you don't play, if you don't have momentum, if you're not winning, it's difficult to come back to that form.
I agree with you.
And so I'm so glad that all this COVID issues work in Liverpool's favor. Even if we lost one of our games that could have been suspended, I would have taken that 3 points lost than to stop from playing. To be honest, that really breaks your momentum. And like you said, now you miss training. And missing a game is one thing. Missing training for a week, it's another thing. Because now you go into the second game on the back foot because the opponents is not necessarily not training. They're not in isolation. They can train.
Yeah.
So now you
and they also got
there's 19. There's 19 players and staff members that tested positive. 19. Now you must remember, not all of them handles this virus the same. Dean Henderson was out for 3 months with COVID. It was a very long. He missed the entire. He
was
missed
Lindelof's
Euros.
issue COVID?
No, his issue was cardiac.
Breathing.
His was cardiac.
Guerrero special.
Yeah, so he had fast. His heart was beating fast. He had heart palpitations, in other words. And they took him off as a precaution. He played. He trained with a monitor. All the tests came back positive. He's fine. It was just something scary for him. But it makes one thing. Why is all these footballers suffering cardiac problems and cardiac issues? We had Eriksen, we now have Aguero, we have Lindelof. We have quite a few suffering cardiac problems.
Penny, sorry, I just came in back now. Lucan, my man. I love you. Like, thank you, but oh my God.
Sorry guys, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you remove your other Uber driver that's linking on your profile there, please?
I gave him a 10 rand tip. Is that enough?
His phone is still on.
I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
He's not commenting anymore, but he's still on the show.
I gave him 10 rand, but he didn't drive so lekker.
I tried to remove you. Look, you know what?
Then he must change his name.
Whoa,
his name was Richard.
Wow.
Wow.
Can we all come back to a level? Oh, shit. Can we all come back to a level?
Hello, Pascal. You my favorite podcast guy.
Thanks, Alicia.
Oh, you
Nice
chose
to meet you.
already? Did you choose already? Oh my word.
Look what you see. Look at the fact. Look,
Okay, so what was my question? I know I had a question.
Yeah, you had a question.
Can I go ahead, TV? TV, can I go ahead?
Go ahead. Let's move along.
What is your thoughts on Ralph Rangnick? This is also one of my questions, bro. Don't worry, Bjorn, I got this.
What? Alicia,
are you still in the car? Can you
Who's
hear me?
asking the question? I'm sorry, guys. I have very bad signal problems.
I think you must go Laman.
We can hear you properly, though.
Can you guys hear me?
Properly.
Go on here. Okay, so who has the question? Go, Penny, go.
Penny.
What is your thoughts on Ralph?
What I think of Ralph?
Yeah.
I feel he speaks very good English.
He's brilliant, nah? He's brilliant in his
I'm
English.
very
Fuck me,
impressed
is
with
that
his
the
English.
level now? He speaks English.
Yeah, but
Seriously.
that's rude. I speak brilliant English though.
It takes a lot for someone to learn another language. Remember that, guys. To use how to speak anything else besides Afrikaans.
If you're
Because you
86,
have to
you had
speak
so many
Afrikaans.
years, Alicia. If you're 86, you had so many years to try and speak another language. We don't
I
have
always
to,
expect someone. If you look at the what's the guy's name? I think it was Leeds manager. He can't speak. I think it's a very big. If you can speak English and you're not English speaking, that's number one. That's a tick. It's not easy. We speak Afrikaans because we were forced to. Kan ons kos praat nie. We can't.
Kijk, our final levels, we like to talk.
That's why we're not going to go coach in the PSL in Cameroon.
We can't speak Xhosa because we don't want to. It's hard to learn another. Look, guys. For real. After our first game under this guy, people were so much saying, "No, we don't want him as our manager." I feel people are impatient, and I feel even the way he does his interviews is very poised. I feel it's very, the way he's
honesty is refreshing,
I like that.
His honesty.
He knows how to answer his questions.
Away.
He says if you want to leave, you leave. If you don't want to play for Manchester United, then you leave.
Fuck off.
I like his
Fuck off.
honesty.
Yes.
So I feel that. Look,
6 months contract, Alicia.
How you bet you go wait Chica,
Okay,
whoa,
Chica,
whoa.
before
Second
you
question.
go on.
Hello,
Second
don't
question.
stop. Hello,
I have
don't
two.
try.
I have two.
Look
I
here,
have two.
I'm
Mister,
happy.
I have
I'm happy
two.
if you can speak
Mister.
English and you can answer questions properly and you go after the game, you say the right things, put people on the spot. But if you coach cuck, I don't care if you can speak English or you can't. Then I take Bielsa that can't speak English and I win
And
games.
Beaster, don't
And you
try
take
your
Ralph
luck. And don't try
that
your
can't
luck,
speak
Beaster. You can't
with what?
teach a whole team. I saw the first game was 4-2-2-2 formation. They had
that's-
what
yeah.
1 week to
Yeah.
learn a new formation. Don't try now to put this guy
Okay, what
under.
happened against Norwich?
That's
Alicia?
okay.
What
That's
happened?
Takes
yeah.
months.
That's
You
not-
think
Norwich
Klopp
that's
just
not what I'm
came in
saying.
and gave Liverpool a new formation?
No,
Don't
that's what
try
I'm
to
saying.
put this guy now under.
I'm
He
not
just
putting him
came
under. I'm
in.
saying
You cannot
he's
teach.
good.
You cannot come in and after a week we have to be transformed into this
Yeah.
brilliant new
It's a
butterfly that
process.
just came out of the cocoon. No.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
That
I'm not
doesn't
saying that.
work.
Okay,
United
okay,
fans are
Alicia,
thinking that.
I fully agree with what you're saying. But my thing is, he's there for a month, he's there for 2 weeks. Don't praise the guy of how he's doing press conferences and answering certain things, because the same way I can't judge him on his performances yet, you can't judge him, but now you need something to praise on. You praise him on pressing one game, fucking up the second game, doing his press conference good, his post-match interviews great, brilliant, pointing out certain things. Don't do that. Let's all wait and see what Ralph has to offer. At
Let's
this
wait
moment,
and
I have
see
no
what he
problem
has
with
to
Ralph.
say.
You Beaster,
That's
for what?
what he said even with the Champions League.
Why?
They play the best.
Why?
You
We
did
went
very
to how
well.
long?
How
He's
did
very
you
poised in the way.
back.
What I'm
For
saying
how
is very
long,
poised
Ole?
in the way he speaks.
No,
Let's
fuck
you
that.
give
Sorry, Alicia.
give us
Sorry,
what we
Alicia.
need to
Alicia,
get.
Alicia, sorry.
Look, my
We
thing is
got-
what annoys me about United fans is always we need someone to blame, right? So something goes wrong, we blame someone.
There's a
When
scapegoat.
we
There's always a
his
fucking
first game, we
scapegoat.
played
I
so
agree with you.
I wanted to die when I watch it then. But you can't. I mean, Beaster, you go and go train with a new coach. You're not going to be this newly transformed team in 1 day or 2 days.
No,
It's going to take
Alicia,
months.
no,
I didn't
Alicia, no.
Liverpool's
No,
structure
no.
of how they played to Chelsea had the same people under Lampard, and then Tuchel came, and
Yeah.
Tuchel's first words was Mount is going to be the differentiating factor, and he played Mount.
Exactly.
And Chelsea is a transformed team, but it takes a while to do that.
No.
So
No,
Alicia, Alicia, and
Lucan, log off. Controversial.
I
I
broke
really
the
say
river,
stupid shit on purpose.
He's a United. He's a United fan.
He's saying stupid shit the whole time on
No,
purpose.
no, Pascal, I love him the most. I feel he's the best out of all of you. But
We
Pascal,
were
don't
talking
use
about
for Chelsea.
Lucan, but alright, we all love Pesco.
Pascal, I feel you are the best out of all of them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
But
Thanks for the
he
love.
sells out.
Kajiga look.
Jiga's got an issue.
Baby, Chiga, fuck off. Beaster, all of us had a problem with Ole having United having no identity under Ole. No one had a way of, there was no style of play. There was fuck all like that. Ralph came, first day we saw a style of play. Second game from like his style of play. Fuck that. Why we that is what we wanted. That is what we yearned for.
I hear that.
And
Benny,
now
I
we
hear you.
have that, and then
But
now
that's
he's
the
pushed.
transformation
It's
of a
too early.
team, not take time, Benny.
Games.
Yes, it
You
does.
want to be like
but
those United supporters
Alicia,
that want the
no,
transformation
Alicia,
to happen overnight. Nee.
in that
Die
team,
manne
in
kan
that
nie
team,
alles
Ralph has the best team for his formation.
Ralph
in
want
that
the
team.
people to run.
Yes.
Hulle weet nie hoe om te
No.
help nie.
I don't agree.
Benny,
with
okay, are you
all
happy?
this
Are you
night.
happy with your Norwich performance?
That's what
No.
I was going to ask.
No,
How do
no,
you
no.
transform a
but you
team
can't blame
overnight?
Ralph
Come
for
on,
that.
guys, man. You guys play soccer. I play
You
netball.
can't
Exactly.
I
blame
don't
Ralph
know.
for that.
Now,
But guys,
Exactly.
someone takes a while to do
It's
that.
not going to happen overnight. I get that.
But
But
the way
I
you so
think
licking
I
this brother's
think
ass is like he's He's the best.
Alicia is right, man. Like, it takes time. You can't judge him now. Come on.
Yeah,
Like,
what's his
seriously.
name?
Yeah, but
We
Stop
agree.
it.
We fully
Let me
agree
stop.
with that. Festive.
There was literally people
Come
that
on,
were
man.
saying after the game that we won on a penalty that they don't want this new coach anymore. Like, I feel our supporters are like it's
no.
guys,
would
give
take any
this
of
guy a
our-
chance.
Can I
Like,
intervene
he's-
quickly?
the
Can I
way that
intervene?
the way that
Benny.
he coaches and the way that he plays is totally different. Like, you, Benny, like, put yourself, like, you guys are soccer players or whatever. Put yourselves in their shoes. Like, you can't go from, you play a certain formation. Now they have Dalot and they've got now attacking left back, right backs that are now playing forward where Wan-Bissaka and Shaw didn't. All Wan-Bissaka and Shaw did was play and cross. But now you got two guys that's trying to score goals, and they almost they remind me of Alexander-Arnold. They're trying to go forward and score goals, right? So, but give them a chance to blend as a team. We want
Exactly.
transformation overnight.
Exactly.
And then I don't know if it's a
Who's your
color thing.
captain?
I don't know if it's a color
Alicia,
thing.
who's your
But
captain? Who's your captain?
if the transformation don't come overnight, then it's again. We don't want to.
Who's your captain, Alicia? If not Maguire.
On my fantasy or in
No,
real life.
no. United. For United.
My captain would be Ronaldo because I
Yeah.
feel that he's very
Yeah.
he takes it personally when
Yeah.
we lose, and I feel that you need to have someone that has has passion about the team, and I feel like even like Ronaldo, I know some people say like, oh, he walks out when we lose or when he doesn't score, and I feel that you need someone that is in the midfield there that is going to shout at those guys when we don't score or when we're not doing what we must. And that goes back to Aubameyang. Like when I said I was speaking when I was speaking to Devin, I said to him, was it because Aubameyang was disciplined or was it because he wasn't performing? And if it was because he wasn't performing, then why haven't we done that to Maguire? Like, why is he still there as our captain? He hasn't been performing. I don't see him as a loud Henderson. I hate Henderson. I hate Liverpool.
Why, Alicia? Why?
Alicia?
Sorry.
I want to say something, man. Give me a chance, man. Give me a chance.
I'm gonna come on to you. I'm gonna come. Sorry, just like Alicia
No,
was saying
I want to comment. I want to say something. I want to say something on
No, but I also want to say something. Let me
I
just
feel
go.
like
Let
you
me
need
land.
to
Let me land.
you have
Let me
to
land.
have
Let me land. You can land.
as a captain.
Like I'm
in
asking
any
you guys
team.
again.
And someone
People
mute
tell me-
Alicia.
Alicia is right, man. You
someone
gotta have the
please
personality,
mute
and
Alicia.
Cristiano Ronaldo has the
Look,
personality.
again, like I'm saying, if Aubameyang was scoring goals-
Ronaldo gets so upset if he doesn't win that he doesn't even want to.
Exactly.
He doesn't even want to celebrate with the fans. If he doesn't win, he
Yes.
wants to go straight. He wants to go straight back to the changing rooms. That's how much it
Exactly.
affects him that he doesn't win. It's a big deal for him. So he takes it so personally because the
Exactly.
team for him, it's that's his team and he wants his team to win. So you
Exactly.
need that as a captain. If you 1-0 behind, your captain must be like, come on, guys. I don't see that from Maguire. And I'm sorry I didn't see it from Aubameyang as well. You need a loud mouth that person that's...
Calma. Can you all calma? Benny, you need to run out. You need to jump out. Final thoughts, my guy.
No. Whoa. You give everybody a chance to say something. I want to say
Yeah, but
something.
I'm leaving now, Chico. I'm
He's
leaving now.
He's leaving now,
No. Listen to me quickly, please. Please, guys, be fair. I know we're discussing United. I understand where you guys are coming from. But let me tell you something before you even go into this whole... You're debating about bullshit. You're choosing captains. You're talking about it's a whole new life. It's not a new life. Let me tell you something, guys. None of you even had Ralph on your tongue You didn't even think of Ralph to become a coach at your team. Now you got too much to say. I'm sorry to say, but somebody need to shut up, sit back and listen. Ronaldo come now, at the end of the day. He wasn't part of your plans. He got
shut up.
No. Be fair. Let me speak. Ask quickly. Ask quickly. You never had Ralph on the name. You didn't think of Ralph. Ralph wasn't there. Then you know you had Pochettino on your lips. You had somebody else. You didn't think of Ralph. Now the Ralph was saying, now you got too much to say.
I agree.
I do agree with one thing though. I do agree with one thing. A coach can't turn over the team just like that. It takes time. It's fair enough. It takes time. But look who you went to. Look where you went to. Look where you went to. So the decision is going to come now. The decision is going to come now. It's going to come from the new coach. It's not going to come from the players. You can decide who you want to have captain, who want to lead in your team. It's going to come from him. He's going to make the decision because his coach is going to be a long time.
Jigga.
Speak away. I don't know.
Were you following Klopp before he became your captain?
I knew Klopp was. I knew exactly who Klopp was. I knew Klopp. I didn't know Klopp from months.
You knew of him. Did you follow him? No, you didn't. No.
I'm answering you. Hey, Kenny, shut up. I don't know why you didn't go. Don't be a chill. I'm telling you.
You didn't know that guy.
You never said Klopp.
I knew Klopp from Borussia Dortmund. I knew him from Mainz.
Well done, Alicia. Well done.
When he came over, we gave him the opportunity, we gave him the chance. You're right. I didn't take Klopp 6 months.
You didn't know who that guy was. And then you were very happy when he came to Klopp, so don't go on with us.
I'm telling you now. I'm being honest. I'm giving you an honest answer. You asked me, I'm telling you. What?
Neither you or Beaster were Brendan Rodgers out. You still want to see him sacked.
When Chica's done out,
you never wanted to see Brendan Rodgers sacked. Not you or Beaster.
Brendan Rodgers out. When Klopp came, you didn't even. That's gonna beat us the money.
Exactly. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you.
No, Benny, you're wrong.
So now don't tell us about we don't know who this guy is and we mustn't make a noise.
Were you Rodgers out?
No, I'm not. That is your, you see.
Were you Rodgers
Let me
out?
speak.
Yes or no? Yes, can I speak?
I wonder, you know I wasn't out. You know that. I wasn't out. Benny, but you didn't know nothing about wrestling. You still know nothing. You're only learning about the guy now. Be honest, be fair, brother.
To be honest, yes. The first time look, we've always heard of Ralph Rangnick because he was always linked, but you never knew who he was. Never did we know who he was.
Exactly.
Until
So listen to me, Benny. Listen to me. He wasn't the first choice. He wasn't the first choice for you guys. You had Zidane, you had Pochettino, you had other names you threw in there to coach over, take over there by United. So United hierarchy chose Ralph, right? So what I'm saying is, the same thing you said earlier, it doesn't take 6 months, it takes time to make a change in the team. So they got a 6-month contract there. I knew who Klopp was. I didn't know Klopp was gonna make what he was doing. But I knew Klopp from Borussia Dortmund. I saw what he done there and I followed through there. But I didn't know he was going to do that. And it didn't take Klopp 6 months. It took Klopp years to achieve where we are at now. Do you understand me now?
Yes.
Do you understand me?
It took Klopp 4. But Beaster wants us to be Liverpool of the 3 fucking games.
Can I mediate in here? Can I come in?
You sound like you're like a help to change the whole world.
Hey, Benny needs to run. Benny, Alicia, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Is Alicia still with us?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we cannot see you.
So you need to ask your all the time.
Jigga, yes. He come here and he ruffle our fucking feathers.
I was the wrong guy.
My brother, I know you. No, you're not the wrong guy.
Sorry,
Remove the
my
laptop
face
charger,
doesn't want to
please.
show.
James, I love and leave you.
Please,
It looks like
okay,
I'm going to
Alicia,
see
I'll give you
United
time to
play.
sort yourself out. Look, my guy said
Sorry,
it.
Sorry, David. It looks like I'm going to see United play now for next 2022, Alicia. Must get used to that, cuck. Because the last time they said we have 9 players of the 11 that tested positive and then, available. And then we had 7 available. So looks like next week we're going to have 1 available. Probably going to be Phil Jones, like Brother Man said.
Hey, Alicia, remove your Uber driver profiles because every time I click on them, I get bombed out or whatever. But Benny B, you did say you wanna jump out and have your final thoughts. I just want to say personally from my side, my brother, I appreciate the support you have given me this entire year. It literally means a lot. I wanted to say thank you to the wife for giving you all those beers during the year. There was literally, I posted a pic yesterday of 41.1K watch time. My man, that would have not been possible without you, and you were one of the mainstays of this channel, bruv. So, once again, as for the last show, my brother, I appreciate your support and big ups to you, my guy. I salute you, Benny B, and you and the wife as
Shout
well,
to
my
you
guy.
and all my niggas in the spot, James. That's not just a pod, it's a family. We know this.
It's a family, bro.
This is our therapy. And shout to Alicia. I feel we need to tap into her brilliance a little more because the way she looks at the game, it's different. It's different.
Exactly.
And we need to admire that.
Yeah, but Benny, we all look at the game differently. You can't be the same.
Exactly.
I wish we all were so that I wish you could all think like me because I'm the only fucking sane one out of all of you. And you all know this. You know this.
Benny, just get off. Just get off, please, man. You're wasting space.
Let's go. Cheers, Isador. Cheers.
Cheers, Benny.
Alicia, cheers. David.
See you soon, my man.
Nigga, fuck you. Cheers. Everybody in the comments. Thank you for the support.
I think Alicia knocked him out.
Is nothing without you. Love you. Mwah. Up you. Right,
I'll see you soon, Benny.
Soonest. Love you.
Graham Soonest.
Graham Soonest.
Alicia's moving mad here at the bottom. Alicia has like 3 accounts here at the bottom, my guy. 3 different Uber drivers. Look, let's move. AFCON might be cancelled.
Yeah.
Rumors about that. I'm gonna wait till Alicia comes in and Jigga comes in.
Yeah.
Easter?
Hey, whoa, David
Yes.
D, let's move. David D, quickly before you go on, check your inbox quickly there. I sent you a message.
Another 4 games suspended this weekend. Southampton, Brentford, Watford, Palace, West Ham, Norwich, Everton, Leicester. All games off this weekend, along with United.
Which one, Pascal? On the WhatsApp or where did you inbox?
Yeah, the WhatsApp. Yeah, the WhatsApp.
All I see is I like the mad chaotic vibe, bro.
That's exactly. That's why I'm. That's why I'm saying you gotta get everybody back on the show, bruh. Because obviously, like everyone jumped off very quickly. You know what I mean? Like the focus didn't even go on long enough.
That was the vibe you were going on. I'm like,
Yeah.
so you like the madness, Alicia? When you're up, let us know. But anyways, let's move. AFCON might be called off. Beaster, give me your thoughts, my guy. What is your opinion on this? Not that it would have affected you much. I think me and Pascal are happy about this, though.
I don't think they're gonna call it off. If they do call it off, it's not gonna be because of what Africa wanted. It's gonna be the rest of the world holding their players back, especially Europe players not being able to travel to Africa and not being able to come back. Because Cameroon was very upset that it was postponed initially because there was soccer at the time, but they couldn't have all the other continental leagues or competitions went on. We had the Euros, we had the Copa, we had all the other continents playing their tournaments besides Africa. So I don't see them cancelling it, but I do see them being restricted with a chunk of their best players not being able to take part because clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, City, the rest of Europe also, they're not going to allow their players to go to Africa if the country restricts them from coming back within a certain amount of time. So like we spoke last week, Liverpool's players, if they make it to the final, they miss 2 league games. But if you include isolations in there, they might miss the month of February also. Because coming to Africa, they're going to have to isolate here. When the tournament is done, isolate in wherever they must go first, and then to England, isolate again. So it can be a lengthy thing. From a 1-month tournament, it can be a 3-month missing from your domestic clubs. So I don't see them cancelling it, but if they do cancel it, I think it's going to hit us harder than what it would have hit us had it just stayed normal. Because we know everyone is anti-Africa. Everyone is anti-traveling to Africa and out of Africa. Like they said, the Omicron is our variant. Not knowing that.
But also, I
found the variant.
But I want to hear
but not
Pascal.
like it
Pascal made me
originated here.
laugh earlier. Isidore, your thoughts?
Go ahead, Isidore.
That check, I just want to add, but by Beast also, that, I read also that Cameroon has got security issues also that side as well. So that is also gonna. But look, for me as a Liverpool fan, I would be happy. Sorry for Africa, but I agree that AFCON should have been brought down to Jan also when the Euros are being played or World Cup is being played, because now you must now lose your best players now for, say, like Peter said, for maybe 2 games or 3 games, depending on isolations as well. So look, for me, I would say quite for Liverpool. If they keep their players back also as well, good for me also.
But I don't think they're gonna. Sorry, Isidore. I don't think they're gonna have a right. They're gonna have to do what Matip did. So 2 years ago, Matip was called up. The club wanted to keep him back. The country wanted him there. He retired. The youngest player to retire from international football. So you also don't want players to be forced into that, because that shouldn't be an option. And the thing with AFCON is there's certain African players that never gets to the stage of European football or South American football. But when they're in the AFCON, that's when they are seen. It's like that's the only platform where you can see, other than the African players that we know that's already up there, the Manes and Mahrezes and those types of players. The other players, that is their platform to shine. So if you don't have that tournament, it's also a disadvantage to the rest of the African players.
Exactly.
Now, not the ones that's well known, they now also don't get the exposure. And I hear what you're saying, when they could have had their tournaments also when it was Euros and that. It's not the same because our leagues don't go the same. Our CAF leagues here, it's not the same as
exactly what I'm saying.
The English league and the La Liga league. So you can't just change the tournament, the country, the tournaments. There's club tournaments also that needs to change in order to have your continental titles or tournaments the same time as the rest of the continents.
But I think there was talks also about that.
Okay,
Sorry,
go ahead. Go ahead. That's fine.
But there was talks also about that, of moving the AFCON to June as well, just to accommodate everybody, because in the Premier League and the La Liga teams, they were also against the sending allowing the teams from Africa to go in for the AFCON as well. But look, it's opinions. We just here.
Wait a minute, they were thinking of moving the AFCON to when? What month?
To June as well. There was long time ago. They were in talks. Not
as
now, but
June, as in June 2022.
No. Like I said, it was a long time ago, man. Not now. Recently.
Oh, I see. Okay.
2021 is talking about
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool. No, because I was thinking, what type of a schedule is that gonna cause? You know what I mean?
No, Pascal.
Your thoughts, Pascal? Your thoughts about it before I move on to the next fixtures that we got until January, and how you guys feel about it?
Well, it's like what I said in the group. Remember, I was telling Beaster that I would think that with the corona and everything that's been happening, like nations would be prepared for that type of thing. You know what I mean? Like whereby because he was talking about them canceling the whole tournament. I just felt like that was being unreasonable on FIFA's part to do something like that. Especially considering that the Euro went ahead and the Copa America the same thing during this period. So that's why I made that comment that obviously it's because it's an African thing. Nobody really gives a damn about it, or it doesn't carry maybe that much weight as as the other continental showpieces. You know what I mean? So, but I can understand Beaster's reasoning, even Isado's reasoning. Obviously, their front three get to stay. Keita gets to stay. You know what I mean? And that means they don't lose a beat in what they're trying to do. But for me, as an African, I think let the tournament go ahead. That's not to put people at risk or anything. But to cancel the whole thing would be ridiculous. I just think so. I mean, it doesn't make sense for me. And also, David, don't forget one thing, David D. Like as they're advertising these tournaments, don't forget that the main attraction is also to have the European-based players there. You know what I mean? Because that's the whole point of this. Like nobody wants to go watch the AFCON with only local African players. I don't think that would be. I mean, it just doesn't strike me as anything exciting. You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22 type of thing.
Pascal, I see Sky Sport says they are broadcasting all the games, and I cringe a bit because I wonder how the fields are gonna look. It's quite embarrassing. I mean, they're going to be broadcasting, these games, internationally, and I feel the field of some of these African countries are just substandard, and
exactly.
And now you can have the world watching, and Sky Sports are going to be broadcasting it because they made a big announcement, and it is something that has never happened before because Sky Sports never really took note of AFCON, interest in AFCON, and now they're broadcasting all these games. And I'm scared for our, I mean, the world really sees us as this third world, lions running around in the street. And now, I mean, look at South Africa's last game. I think it was against who did we play? Lost against Ghana. Who was it? They'd been lost against, so it was a penalty. Oh my God, that game was horrible. It was Ghana. It was, look at the field. Look at the race. I mean, is it FIFA standards? Look at if you compare to our field that we have, we've got. We got Cape Town Stadium, and you got Soweto, and we've got these. We've made these stadiums brilliant for World Cup standards, and now we have AFCON. I mean,
but Alicia,
I couldn't even see the players. I mean, who even?
Alicia, sorry to interrupt you, but Cameroon has built 6 stadiums just for AFCON, which is way more than what South Africa did for a World Cup. We did that for a World Cup. Cameroon did it for the AFCON, which is not that big of a tournament. They have world-class stadiums. That's why
I just don't want us to be. I feel that all the time in terms of even the World Cup we were doubted. There was even talks of that it wouldn't go because we weren't ready or whatever. I just want that Sky Sports is now going to broadcast this. This is unprecedented. It doesn't happen. So now they're going to broadcast. I just wanted to look decent. So Cameroon has all these stadiums, and let us show the world our AFCON. You have Copa America, and you have all these different types of leagues. So it's going to be now on an international stage because Sky Sports. So you have your people that want to see Salah and Mane and all those guys perform on an international stage. So let it look decent. Don't be
and the new president of football in Cameroon is Samuel Eto'o. So they're changing things up there.
He's a new guy, Samuel Eto'o, man like Samuel Eto'o. Look, seeing that Alicia is here and she was speaking finally, she didn't let the Uber driver speak to me nonetheless. Alicia.
Sorry, guys.
No, don't worry. Don't stress, my angel. 3 games until the new year. You have Burnley, Newcastle, and Wolves. How many points are you getting out of that?
God, are we ever gonna play? Because COVID, all these games getting cancelled. I don't know.
Okay, wait, let me give you,
Um,
wait.
so
Do you need me to give you some time though, or what?
look, we can't say. I mean, when they announce it,
I know,
when
I'm not
they
saying we can't say. I'm asking you. How
no,
much
no,
do
no,
you want
no,
out of that?
no, 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 no. What I'm saying is listen, when they say a team can't play because of COVID, we don't know who in the team, so we don't know what's happening behind the grounds. Are they still training? We don't know, right? So people are saying, maybe it's some extra time for us to train as a formation. We don't know. Wolves not performing
Alicia,
since Yemenis and
Alicia,
he's injured.
Alicia, you make a quiet lawyer. I didn't ask for.
Oh, do you want to know? Do you want to know? Do you want to know points? Do you want to know points?
Burnley, Newcastle, Wolves. How many points are you getting?
Oh, it should be 4 points. It should be 4 points. Newcastle. I'll give a bit of a comment there. I'm a bit worried about them. New owners and not performing. Wolves not the same since Doherty left to
How many
Tottenham,
points did
and
you say, Alicia? How many points
I
did you
said
say?
four
Sorry.
points. 4 points. I'm trying to give you one saying
Against
4
what
points.
team?
Yo.
Are you serious?
You were just licking Ram's ass now and you want 4 points from 9.
Oh, you
No,
saying
no, no, no.
four.
Yo.
Two. Guys, please listen properly. I said 4
Oh.
points, not 4.
Say 9. Then say 9,
I
not
didn't say
4.
9.
2 points. Guys, please, I'm a United support. I will never put my team under the bus like that. So,
Carry on,
look, I will say the team that I don't want to play right now is Aston Villa. I feel they are super on fire. I love how they're playing right now. Liverpool
Yeah.
almost cut me pants. So I don't want to play them. But if I look at those three guys, I feel that we should get 4 points. We don't know who in United is sick. It could be coaching staff, so hopefully we get some training time. And I feel Wolves hasn't been the same since, like I said, Doherty left. Yemenis had the injury, and there was a lot of the coach left, and I just feel Wolves not the same. So I feel we should get 4 points there as well. Same with Burnley. Yeah.
Fair enough. Master P, you got
Talk to
Everton
me.
tonight. You got Everton tonight. You got Wolves on Boxing Day. You got Brighton. You got Villa in the mix. What? Let me just scroll here quickly. I think you guys play on New Year's Day as well. You got Liverpool on the 2nd of January. How many points are you getting out of those 4 games, bro?
I think our guys leave before that game, eh? Tournament
Are you
starts on the
serious?
6th. I think they might leave before that. If they must isolate, then they're going to have
Yeah.
to leave before that.
Oh, I'm hoping they leave as quickly as possible, brother. I'm hoping they'll be gone very, very quickly.
That's my fucking party Pepe and Aubameyang, my bro. I'm not all just fuck off.
So, David D, so that's like what? That's like 12 points, right?
Yeah, that's
At
4.
stake.
That's 4.
Okay,
That's
so
considering tonight. That's considering tonight, bro.
okay, so I'd have to go with about 10 because depending on the whole situation with the AFCON, right? If Mane and Salah go, that's 12 points for Chelsea. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to go with but realistically, considering that the fact that they might cancel the AFCON or whatever they say, or they might not allow the English-based players to go to the AFCON, then I'd have to say 10 out of 12, realistically speaking.
Pascal,
Fair
remember Origi, that guy.
Stop it. Please. Don't tell me Origi is gonna be a factor against Chelsea, bruh. Come on, for 90 minutes. He can be a factor coming off the bench if Salah and Mane. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on, man. Like without Salah and Mane, and you have to play come on. I'm not worried about that.
There's Jota also. Firmino is back also. You never know, my man.
Isadora, as you already know, if we have to rank based on reputation, right? I'd have to go with the two brands in front before I can even mention Jota or Origi. So I'd have to take my chances on that one and say going on there with Alicia.
Alicia, you okay?
Alicia, you're right. Are you undressing or what? We don't need to see that shit. Right?
I'm sorry, guys. Go, Origi, go.
Is a door. Listen, I'm thinking the Chelsea Liverpool game, right? 11v11, because I'm still waiting for that game, David. I told you already what happened at Anfield was unfair. We should have won that game just for the record. But at the end of the day, I think 11v11 we get to find out once and for all, who's really on top. Both teams are evenly matched in terms of their strengths and weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be quite a game, and because of the fixtures, the congestion of the fixtures, I can see that ending in a draw. Just because, if any team goes 4 straight without losing a game during this festive season, but then they're gonna win the title. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Whoever that is, maybe Man City might do it, but if Chelsea goes 4 out of 4 during this festive season, then surely we're gonna be a big threat for the title. But I just think 10 out of 12 is a fair result in terms of the points. We're gonna draw that game against Liverpool.
But then is it a good result for Liverpool or for Chelsea then? Because at the moment we see.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's you guys are ahead of us by what, 1 point? Is it 1 point?
Yeah,
I think
the top is 1 point.
Yeah. So I mean, like this. Yeah, so there's enough football to be played in terms of somebody else slipping up eventually. Even us, man. I mean, we could slip up against anybody. You know what I mean? So I just think that there's enough room, a lot of football to be played, that if it ends in a draw, I'm still not really that much worried, as long as we don't lose it.
Yeah, I agree, That's what I agree.
Fair enough. Isidore, I want to ask you as well. You guys are Newcastle tonight, and then after that, I'm sure you guys have like Leeds, Wolves, Chelsea, or whatever. How many points do you see you guys picking up?
First.
Sure.
Picking you guys up. How many points do you see you guys picking up until the new year?
I think we can win all the games, because starting tonight with Newcastle, because Alicia said there's new Owens. I don't I don't see anything about the new owner. Also, the other thing as well is Leeds United. They were smashed to 7-0 against City. That is also a win for Liverpool. Leicester City, I see we're playing them in the League Cup. I saw now the fixtures now in the League Cup also. And then I think I don't know what is the last fixture before Chelsea, but I say 12 points. I think so as well.
Yeah, it should be.
I wouldn't also disagree with that. Peace, talk to me, my guy. Talk to me, my brother.
I see we got 3 positive cases now. Potential positive. So it's Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Tsimikas.
And who?
No, not Tsimikas. Jones, Van Dijk, and Fabinho. So they're out for tonight. So Konate and Matip is at the back. So we didn't ask for postponement, but those 3 players for us, Van Dijk is a big one. But for Newcastle, I think Konate and Matip can do the business. So I'm taking it one game at a time. Yeah.
Don't stop lying, man. You know Newcastle's not gonna be a problem, even without Van Dijk.
Easy work, man. He's playing cool.
I didn't say. That's what I said. What did you hear now? I said I'm not worried about tonight's game, but they're not in there.
Okay.
I didn't say we're going to struggle against them. No, I'm just saying, not for now, but if their tests come back positive and they need to isolate, then it's obviously going to affect our Spurs game, our Cup game, our Leeds game, our Leicester game, because remember, they're isolating now, but it doesn't mean they weren't in contact with players that is playing tonight. And with the way the testing is going now, people was protesting to say, how are you getting to those positive results? What is the protocol that you are following? Because it's weird how to positive, then the following day they're negative, but then they use the positive test to say, no, you can't play. And so England is a bit of a doubt of how they're getting to players testing positive. But for tonight's game, even for Spurs game, I'm not too worried about for Sunday. If we do play them on Sunday, they obviously are not training. They're going to train tomorrow, Saturday. That's the only 2 trainings they might get in because of the isolation period. even though they're home, I know they're going to have a struggle. So I would also say the Newcastle easy 3 points. Spurs should be a 3 points. The cup game, I
But
don't see him using starting 11 players against
no, of course
Leicester.
not.
And then Leeds, we're playing them home, so we still, Anfield is still our fortress, regardless of who we play. So yeah, easily 12 points. I
No,
would
but
not say that, yeah.
Beast, I just sorry to interrupt. I just want to say something that, like, I think the Tottenham fixture, where is that? Is that at Anfield or
No, it's
Away.
away.
at Spurs?
That's a way.
That could be the tricky one. I just think
Nah,
with
man.
Anton. Nah, but with Anton, you never know, because like at the end of the day, we're assuming that. Look, I understand Liverpool is obviously, we know what Liverpool is capable of, and I'm not saying that they would beat Spurs, but I just think out of those four fixtures, though, that's the only one that you guys would have
That
to
stands
worry
out that
about.
you can maybe drop
Yeah,
points.
but my argument is their isolation period is not counting in. It's counting in the not counting in their favor, because to come back from missing 2 games, it's a whole week of training from the Europa League game last week. They couldn't train for the whole week because they needed to isolate.
Yeah.
It's going to be very difficult whether you're playing home or away to come back into an informed Liverpool side and expect to get 3 points, because Liverpool's not going to change their game. Whether we still lose our 3 players that's out tonight or we get them back, it's going to be the same high pressing game.
Yeah.
And unless Kaitas are doing 4 kilometer laps every day there in his front room, I don't see them giving us even a chance on, or we giving them a chance on Sunday.
Yeah.
But I will only comment on that 4 games. The last game, the fifth one against Chelsea, we will say that closer to the time, because
Yeah.
it depends on
Yeah.
what happens now, not just about the COVID, but how the results goes for Chelsea and Liverpool during this
Yeah.
festive period now, because
Yeah.
it's gonna play a big role or impact in how that fixture is gonna turn out on Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Nah, fair enough. I can actually hear that as well. But let's see what happens. And this is actually gonna be the final thoughts. Isidore, I'll let you kick off, my guy. You started out as a one in the comments, and then you became a regular here on this channel. So I'll let us start out with you, my guy. Any final thoughts from you, my brother?
Guys, thank you for the air, as they say, airtime, David. For the guys also, Pesco, Beaster, and Benny that start off in Jigger also. I've enjoyed every time when you gave me the opportunity to come on to share my football knowledge, and also to the Bente as well. So from my side, and also for the look, we have been, everybody has been affected with this year also. But I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, all the best for 2022, my brother.
Yeah.
Fair enough, my brother. Thank you. Master P, talk to me.
Just to piggyback on what Isador said, obviously, it's been a crazy year, but we've produced a lot of material out there. It's been fun. It's been therapy, like what you guys have said. Obviously, it's a good combo of different personalities. It's been fun. So obviously, 2022 is gonna be huge. Let's see what happens. Shout out to Alicia. I don't know, she just disappeared, but anyway, I know. Shout out to her.
She's having a mess. Don't worry, she's having a mess. Shout out
Yeah,
to her.
shout out.
Alicia. Shout out Alicia,
Yeah,
though.
shout out, Alicia. From Mr. P. So yeah, obviously to the rest of the guys, obviously Beaster, the regulars, Beaster, Isador, Benny, big up, shout out to you as well, Jigger, who came in and out as usual. It's been fun. David D, as always, obviously, it's good times, good vibes to jump on and discuss football, and just to hear the opinions of the other guys as well, and to read the mad comments. And just wishing everybody a good festive season. Stay safe. Enjoy responsibly. And we'll see each other in the next year. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough, my brother. Love for the love. Beaster, take us home, my guy. You the one guy that's gonna take us home, honestly. If there was anyone that was gonna take us home, it's either you
Must
or
take
Benny
us.
B or Jigger or Pascal that was gonna take us home. It had to be you, my guy. Take us home.
This like everyone was saying earlier. I'll echo that by it being a mad year. But we wanted the fans back. We got the fans back in the crowd. We now with a new variant. It's putting another stumbling block in. But all we want to see is just seeing the football continue. Obviously, we don't want it without the fans. So we hope that it stays this way. We hope not more games are cancelled, tournaments are cancelled. And yeah, thanks, Debbie, for the great year that we had. We know you always say, ask the guys in the comments, it's us on the pod, but it all comes from the who initiates something. So yes, we all encourage you to start it off, do it. We'll have your back. Having your back is just one thing. Yes, it plays a role, but the biggest role is the initiative. So it's all up to you. We must say thank you to you, to everyone in the comments. That's the man of the moment. It's always been up to him. Before anything starts, all the hard work gets put in by him. We give our input, but still it comes from him. So yeah, we don't want to get all teary-eyed here. Alicia's back.
I don't want to get
thanks.
Oh, guys, I'm back,
But yeah, thanks to everyone in the comments.
Yes,
Next year, we just get bigger and better.
Yeah, fair enough, my bro.
Compliments of
Are
the
we done
season.
now? No more questions.
Shout out Alicia. No, actually, Alicia is gonna close the show,
We're
man.
watching football now, real
We
football.
must close the show, actually.
Yeah, Alicia is closing
Everyone
the
now.
show.
Two real clubs playing.
You must close the show. Where were you? Give us an explanation. Where were you? By your Uber driver.
Cheers, guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Here we go.
Yes, is it a question for me?
No, we're going on final thoughts, my angel. What's your final thoughts? Do you have any final thoughts? bro?
Final thoughts. Final thoughts are Chelsea's losing the plot a bit. And final thoughts is quite exciting for the Champions League. Final thoughts, I'm a bit scared to get Atletico because they almost moved Liverpool also. Final thoughts is football's like the best thing ever. I think we'd all die without football. It's like a religion. And yeah, that's my final thoughts. Cheers.
Well done, Alicia.
Well done, Alicia. David, also the,
Yeah,
the
I'll drink
Champions
to that.
League draw. The Champions League draw was a mess, my bro. One down. It was.
You guys want to talk about that before
Is it
I even
though?
give my final thoughts? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, Even what are you talking about? That was
a mess.
No, it was fine with me, bruh. Like, you know,
Alicia,
like
I want to ask you before I even give my final thoughts. Would you prefer PSG or Atletico, Alicia? Who would you prefer?
Do you know what? I was speaking about this today. I feel PSG on paper, like you know when these teams like you hear the name and you get scared when you hear the name. I feel PSG and those guys are they're part of the list. I feel that the defense is quite weak, and I think we would have maybe I feel we would have taken advantage of that. I feel they've got an old and weak defense, and then you get Atletico, and a lot of people would be like, oh, Atletico, but they gave Liverpool a run for their money. You got Suarez, you got Griezmann, you got Diego Simeone, who's the coach, and he's just like this vibrant guy, and I feel that they just this attacking a team. So I feel sometimes the name strikes more fear in people. If you don't know soccer, you would say PSG, and then you'd be like Atletico, I'd rather have them, but I feel they also I feel they were a bit wild also. I would have had PSG maybe. I feel PSG, you got the Messi, you got the striker, but I feel on the counter attack we would have been quite good. In terms of the defense, it's not that good or up to standard. So it's I would have chosen the guys that Chelsea got. Thank you.
I didn't ask you that. You see how I didn't ask you. I asked you what was your question. What was the question I asked you? Would you prefer the first draw PSG or Atletico? Because I think Atletico is a worse draw than it.
I agree with everything Alicia said.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah,
that's a
feel
difficult
that on paper, you hear
In terms of a
PSG
low
and then
block,
you hear, oh, this big team.
In terms of a low block.
I feel Atletico with the guys that they have. Yeah, I feel with the even the coach, I feel just that they've got the spirit. The coach gives that team the spirit, and I mean, if you look at how they played against Liverpool as well, they. I wouldn't have wanted to throw them. If we had a second chance, wouldn't be a team I would choose. I would say though that the Champions League is so rigged that I promise you, if we beat Atletico, we'd probably get Liverpool. So the pubs could be Liverpool.
It's always it's written in the stars. It's always like this. But take your coming back to
for the money.
But take your Pesco. The thing is, man, why didn't they then also redo the Ballon d'Or? Because they can do the Champions League, they can redo that.
Yeah. No. Don't get it. Don't get me wrong. The whole thing is shady as hell and it's fixed. But I'm not complaining because I got the same team twice. You know what I mean? And so I'm good with it.
They wanted the spectacle of Messi versus Ronaldo one more time. That's why they did
what it was. Look, we already in 1 minute and 40, so we might as well just go. I'll give my final thoughts after you guys give your thoughts on this. Pascal, you got the same team always, so you are the most happiest guy out of everybody. So
of course.
Beaster, which draw would you have picked? The one you got originally or Inter? Even though personally I feel you'll kill both of them irrespectively.
Look, I actually prefer the Inter draw mainly because of the path. The path also changed of how we're gonna get this. So we might get United next if we beat Inter. So I'm happy with Inter. I don't like the Besiktas and Genk and those guys to come into the quarters because especially those teams that never thought they're going to make it to last 16, they can be a surprise package when you get them, especially this early in the round, in the knockout rounds. And because it's two legs, it's difficult for teams to just try and scrape through a win because you need to do it twice. And United learned it the hard way of going to a team like Young Boys. When you play those small clubs on their own, it's not that easy. And the way Liverpool is playing at Anfield, it works into our advantage. So if we go to Anfield, regardless of who we play, that's going to be our savior.
Remember, there's no away goals, no, bro. There's no away goal.
Which I prefer that because I think it changes the dynamic of how you approach the game. Because you start the game, we just need one. That's how you start the game. Because if it's now 0-0 and you're playing away, the team knows we just need one goal. We can go back home and secure our 1-goal lead or score another one there. They must score two. So I prefer the no away goal, double away goal rule. So Inter's now
it's all about winning the game. It doesn't matter what. You have to win the game, period.
Look, Pascal, sorry, before I even come into it, Alicia, unmute yourself quickly. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask Alicia a question specifically because they got knocked out a couple of years ago to buy a Leverkusen in 2001. They got knocked out on away goals. Alicia, how do you feel about the away goals rule? Do you feel it's going to benefit your team per se, or there's going to be more penalties in the long run? What do you feel? Hey, I didn't know. I'm not a comedian, eh? Answer me.
You said unmute, you put the camera off.
Oh my God. Nah, he's on mute.
David D, listen up. Personally, let me just answer that question quickly. All right.
Fair enough, go ahead.
I do miss the whole away goal thing brought a lot of drama. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna miss about it. Like it still gave you a lifeline, even though let's just say the game's not going according to the plan, right? There's still an opportunity for whichever visiting team that's behind to get something out of it. You know what I mean? And turn the whole thing around. So I think they should have kept it. I don't know why they removed it. I don't know whether it was a consensus thing to say that. I'm not sure what the powers be had in mind when they removed it. But for me personally, I just feel like they should have kept it because it eliminates that the drama and that whole thing of just the suspense of it. Just don't know, like the tie is hanging in the balance. You know what I'm saying? So I think they should have kept it.
Also, just to
Hi,
add on what Pesco. What?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Isidore.
Pesco, just to add what you said there, I also agree with you. I also want that away goals rule, man, because that will and also I want to play away first, because if you play away, then you know what needs to be done at home.
It's done,
as
yeah.
well.
Finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now my thing is, you still have that. You can still have that. Like Pesca was using the example now, the away goal team, they just needed that one goal now to get back into the thing. You can still do it. The only thing is now you're going to go to penalties. You're not going to win the game. So you're still going to have that fight, but it's just going to give you another. It's a fair chance, I would say, because I think what it mainly comes down to is the draw. So now the team that is drawn home first, there's a lot of teams that want to be drawn away first.
Yeah.
Wie is er weer?
The beast of freeze. I thought it was me.
Yeah.
Alicia, you agree with us?
Yeah, for me, I feel the excitement factor gets taken away
you guys hear
without
me?
the away goal.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alicia. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
You have a team that scores in the last minute, and they go through because of away goal.
Yeah.
That excitement gets taken away. But also, is it fair? If you look at the Premier League, you go to Chelsea, you go to Liverpool, you go win there. Is it really as big a factor as we've seen? You go and win at home 3 goals, and then you play away, and then you lose on away goals. Is it really fair? It's a debate that can go both ways. But I do feel that it's going to lose the excitement. It's quite exciting, that away goal.
Yeah.
Because you see, I like an example like Gerard's goal against was it that last goal? When was that last goal that he scored? Was it against who was it? That we won.
Barcelona.
No. When Gerard scored that last goal, man. That's it. Now you see that Liverpool had to score I think three goals. And it was 2-1.
Olympiacos with Mella and Cinema Pangole scored that night. Yeah.
So Gerard came through that. Now that is the excitement that they're leaving, that they're now removing from the Champions League. But yeah, like Pesco said, we don't know what happened, but yeah.
I don't agree with you guys when you say it takes that fun out. I actually like that. Like not having that last. If you score the last minute equalizer, go to penalties and then you guys sort it out. But now, like before, I was disconnected now. Like what I wanted to say was, you go into a last 16 tie. Now you're playing home first, but you wanted to play away first, so you could get that away goal. And now you're playing home. So now that team that's playing away first, he's in that to an advantage now of how he's going to play by getting that away goal in. Now with the rule being gone, whether you play home or away first, it doesn't matter. Your goal's going to count 1. So if you still want to score your late winner, you're just going to go to extra time or your late equalizer. It's just, for me, it's fair. It's equal now. No advantage of playing home because I know most supporters, most clubs, whenever the draw came out, their thing was, we want to play away. Score away first. Come to Anfield the second leg. Then you do to Barca what you did to Barca.
Yeah, but you see, Beast, that penalties, like they say always, that penalties is not victim, bro. If you lose on penalties,
that's my whole issue with it.
I agree with that.
If you're good enough, then you shouldn't go to penalties. And you mustn't be in the Champions League. You must play your own first.
Yeah, but
win the game in the 90.
Okay, but Peace England is good enough. They still didn't. So
Exactly. Win the game in the 90.
Win the game in the 90. Alicia, your final thoughts, my angel. Give it to us. Give it to us. Give us your final thoughts, my dear.
Final thoughts abroad. We are in 3
Everything.
weeks. We are in
You
the FA
made
Cup.
your debut. You are the mama of the podcast now. So you give us your final
thoughts. My fantasy league points suck. Not doing good. Chelsea surprising. I love Tuchel. That's my thoughts of. I love him. I think he's one of the best coaches. I love his.
I'll drink to that.
Vibrant style. I don't like Liverpool. Beast.
Cheers. Drink to that even more.
You're welcome.
I love Crystal Palace. I think Gallagher's one of the best underrated players. Did you see his goal in the week?
I see what you're doing, Alicia.
Oh my
I see that. Yeah. I'll drink to that.
I think Gallagher is amazing. Chelsea might be a bit upset that they loaned him out. And Crystal Palace is my second favorite team after United. So I love the way they're playing right now under the new coach.
Yeah.
I feel Gallagher is really superb, and I'm excited for the rest of the season. So that's my thoughts. Thank you guys for allowing me to be on the podcast.
Thank you, my angel. Thank you for jumping on. Thank you, and I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate the fact that you jumped on, even though you had a staff party. You made the time to jump on. We had our chat
in the Uber.
We can't hear you, Davey.
Davey,
you're muted.
Sorry, it was quite odd, but I'm so glad that I could be part of it.
Can you
I'm so glad Jigga's not here. If Jigga was here, we'd go on till 12 o'clock tonight.
Now, look, like I was saying, like Alicia, we spoke yesterday and we had a liquor chat. So I appreciate you jumping on here and giving your opinion.
It's amazing. Thanks, guys.
Like it's really I don't like, for me personally, I don't know how Pascal feels, Isadora, Benny, or whoever feels. I've never seen them so in awe of talking to three people at the same time, because there's already Alicia there and there's another one coming up here. Yeah, Jigga coming up. But Alicia, I've never, to be honest with you.
We can go until 2 hours. Don't talk, Kak. I'm watching you.
No, why are you here?
Don't mute me, David. David, don't you mute me. Don't you mute me, David. I'm Kak the whole time here. The fucking mute. I'm watching you. I got my eye on you. Listen, man. Before we say goodbye,
can I give my final thoughts, man?
Yeah, let me
my final thoughts.
I want to leave. I need to go watch the game.
Can I give
Yeah,
my final thoughts?
guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Alicia.
Bye.
Thank you, Alicia.
Jigga, it's on. It's on next time, Jigga. It's on.
Yeah, on
Bye.
next time you jump on. Appreciate it, love. Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Jigs, what you saying, my guy?
Yeah, you like a bunny, you know. You just being nice because of one motzi on the show. What about us? You wanna be a Rafi Bundy with us? Have you heard? I'm feeling.
How the fuck are you feeling hurt when you jumped out earlier?
Yeah.
You were like a bunny. You were like a bunny. You were like a tosser. You were like a bum. You're a bum. You jumped out. You were a bum. You jumped out and you come back later now. You come now. Now you expect us to jump all of a sudden? No way.
Give your final thoughts, man.
David, you
What's your
can't see
final
me.
thoughts? You're a bum. You
You
jump
can't
out.
see
We
me.
all are sitting here
You
for
can't
2
see
hours
me.
and you come back now at a loss. You're a bum. You're a tosser.
Give your final
You
thoughts.
rapper like a cock. You stuck in a music video. You stuck in a music video to go cock. My bro, you can tosser. Do you even know what a tosser is? Look at you.
You are the tosser.
watch
You are the tosser.
My
You
bro.
are the tosser.
Fucking David, you are through a snook, you man. You are through a
Hey,
snook.
why do you lineman? Why do you leave? We're all giving our final thoughts. Why do you leave and now you decide you're going to come back now?
I'm at home now. I'm responsible. I came home. I'm responsible. I came home.
You were at home the
I'm
entire podcast. That was your house. I
wasn't.
know.
No, I was about 2-3 hours. I was my friends. I was busy. It's Festive season.
You were stealing the people's Wi-Fi.
You know what? You came in. You know what? Enough. You came in like a godsend. Give us your final thoughts. Close us out for the year, Jigs. Close us out for the year.
No. Let's just say this. I'm not. You make it all sound like it's the end. It's not the end yet. We're midway in the season, guys. It's heating up. This is the time when you want to watch every week football. Every game counts. So the ways of speaking like we're coming to an end of an era. No, it's not.
End of the year?
There's no more. Yes, it's end of the year, yes, but talk about the football season. It's midway in the season. So it's heating up. There is pressure now. It's getting more. It's more. Arsenal's coming up now. Chelsea's a little bit wobbly. West Ham, Liverpool. And Liverpool's injuries is coming back now. So United's getting hectic. So it's the middle of the season. This is the time of the year where thief, I see you. This is the middle of the season, guys. Not really. It's heating up. Let's not speak like it's the end. We're only halfway. We speak January again. Then we can because some of your points was really invalid. Really. Some of you really took a klomp kak. We spoke kak tonight. Most of you spoke kak tonight. But it's fine. No, really. Because we speak at the end. It wasn't the end. We midway in the season. At the end, like Bisa said, it's the end of the year, yes. But we still got a long way to go. That is the heat now. It's numbers now. Tonight, the weekend, Boxing Day. Talk to me after that again. You know what I'm saying? And don't write Liverpool off now. We write Chelsea off. We're writing Chelsea off. I'm clear with Chelsea now. Fuck Chelsea. Chelsea shit. Fuck Chelsea. Say something.
Pascal, anything you have to say of that before we even start?
You must take your frustrations out on City, my bro, not Chelsea.
No, fuck Chelsea. Because Chelsea was front running. They were there. City is speaking. Liverpool is speaking. Chelsea is wobbly. Now we see the demons come out. Fuck Chelsea. Fuck.
Pesco, what do you say about
Guys, enjoy the evening party. Enjoy the Festive. Be safe,
guys.
Be safe. Look here. Mask up now. Sanitize. It's real. Let's enjoy the Festive season safely now, guys. Keep well, man. Keep well. Really. Enjoy the evening. Cheers, guys.
No, love for the
Fuck
love.
Chelsea.
Merry Christmas.
Fuck
Merry
Chelsea.
Christmas to all of you. I'll see you guys in the new year. Love for the love. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe to the thing. And I'm sure we will see each other in the new year. We're going to do that nostalgic show where we pick our best players, our best goals, all of that, our best teams and everything. But that's leaving nothing to chance or whatever. But for now, this is the last show for 2021. So without further ado, respect for all of you guys for supporting me. Love for the love. It's DVD, it's Beast, it's Isidore, it's Master P, it's Jigger, it's Alicia, and we are here. Bless.